Taehyung's change of position, although not yet clearly announced by HYB, began to be seen in BTS's interactions in recent times. Keen-eyed fans are starting to notice a small but significant shift. Taehyung is now not only focused on his own part, but is seen several times giving input to other members, even to the choreographer. His body movements showed greater firmness. There was a new aura emerging, as if he was shouldering a wider range of responsibilities. One of the most talked about moments was when Taehyung stood up in the middle of a training session and asked all the members to pause. With a calm but firm tone, he showed that the tempo of the chorus section slightly missed the rhythm of the whole song. RM, the leader, who is usually in control of the group's rhythm, this time just nodded and smiled a little, letting Taehyung take over for a moment. For the army who watched, the moment felt symbolic, like a handover of the baton in the creative dynamics of the group. Outside of the rehearsal room, Taehyung also appears more and more frequently in HYB's internal meetings. An unnamed production staff member, in an interview with Korean media, said that Taehyung now regularly participates in concept meetings for future BTS projects. He's not just listening. He brought ideas, rough sketches, color references, and even old songs that he wanted to inspire. He came as an artist, said the source. This change doesn't happen overnight. There is a long process that quietly takes place behind the glitter of the screen. According to an internal report that was accidentally leaked on a fan forum, HYB has been considering rotating BTS's internal role structure since 2023, mainly because the 7 members have such different but complementary individual strengths. And Taehyung, with his pure artistic soul, is considered a figure who can bridge the art world with the commercialism of global K-pop music. It's no wonder that there is now a lot of speculation that HYB is preparing for a new era of BTS, not as a boy band per se, but as a global art and culture collective. In such a structure, creative and visionary roles will be crucial, and Taehyung is the right choice for that. He is not only a handsome face that sells, but also an artistic brain that understands the rhythm of the times. The army began to adjust their perceptions. If Taehyung used to be seen as the Ferdi, a nickname that stuck because of his unique personality and unpredictable, now he began to be juxtaposed with deeper terms: visionary, curator, aesthetic genius. Some fans even made collages comparing Taehyung to great artists like David Bowie and Andy Warhol, implying that this new role wasn't just a promotion, but a complete transformation. Of course, these changes cannot be seen only from Taehyung's personal glasses. The domino effect is felt by all BTS members. RM, who has been the group's main guide, seems to be welcoming this shift. In a recent radio interview, he said, "We all grew up. Taehyung has a keen artistic instinct, and now it's time for him to bring more color to the way we walk." Suga, who is known to be calm and thoughtful, smiled when asked about this change. Taehyung always had a different view. "Sometimes we do not understand him, but the end result is always surprising and beautiful. I personally have great respect for the direction he is taking now." Meanwhile, Jungkook, the golden magne, seems to be getting closer to Taehyung on various occasions. Fans suspect that this change of position also strengthens their bond professionally. In a live video that went viral on TikTok, Jungkook referred to Taehyung as paving the way for a new era of BTS, a phrase that is considered an open recognition of Taehyung's growing influence. The huge benefits of this transformation are also felt in BTS's global expansion strategy. Now, with Taehyung as the new face of creative strategy, BTS is not only venturing into music stages, but also art exhibitions, independent films, even collaborations with luxury brands that not only want to sell goods, but also sell stories. One vivid example is when BTS attended the last Paris Fashion Week. Taehyung not only appeared as a guest star, but also participated in a panel discussion about the relationship between music and fashion. He spoke calmly in French and English, explaining how the concept of visual harmony in music can be translated into a fashion collection. Many fashion journalists were amazed and called it a new cultural icon that transcends the boundaries of K-pop stars. HYB himself seems to realize that this change is very strategic. In the latest financial report, they mentioned that the differentiation of individual talents within the BTS group is becoming a key driver of the company's artistic innovation strategy. Although not directly named, analysts judge that the sentence refers to the role transformation Taehyung is undergoing for the army. All this brought a breath of fresh air. They not only see Taehyung as a singer or idol, but also as the architect of BTS's future. The group they have loved for over a decade is now growing, evolving, and staying relevant because of the courage to change from within. However, behind this euphoria, there is also concern. Some longtime fans wondered, will this change shift BTS's original dynamic? Will Taehyung's new role create distance with the other members? Is this a collective decision or a corporate decision? The questions were still hanging, but most of the army chose to believe. They have witnessed Taehyung's sincerity from the beginning, from his innocent smile in 2013 to his steadfastness when talking about art and the human soul. They knew Taehyung wouldn't have taken this step if it wasn't for the common good.